What is up, legends? We are back in. We are just coming in and checking out the Gacha revenue. Like it was posted on Reddit. So the usual, I normally do. Credit goes to the Reddit poster. So I appreciate if you would come into the Reddit post and give them a like because it makes things easier for me and you because we just get to look at it and talk about it. So right off the bat, we are coming in with Pokemon TCG Pocket. I think Pokemon is just literally going to be on this list forever, unless something happens in the game that pisses people off. This will probably always be between 70 to 100 million. The same thing goes with Love and Deep Space. Love and Deep Space is actually a cool game. It's obviously a husbando game, but it's pretty solid, and they kind of zoomed in or zoned in rather on how to do the content in the game and how to keep people in. Women are a major gaming source. If you guys didn't know, which is why this is right here. This is literally all carried by women. Like I would I would think maybe the gay population would for males would have a little bit on it, but it's majority women, even lesbian women. Or I've seen some posts that come across my timeline, like they be wilding. I thought men be going crazy over games like DK and Stellar Blade and all that type of stuff. Y'all ain't seen nothing with the like whoa. I be uncomfortable. Like y'all this is how y'all live. Not that it's a bad thing. I'm not trying to judge them or anything else like this. I just didn't know women were like that. Like I guess it's just we men kind of take the blame for quote unquote being gooners, even though I hate that word. But women just as bad. That's like uh Genshin doing this usual thing. Genshin and Star Rail being like back to back is interesting. We'll see how HSR goes because Casterus and is the first character coming in with her global passive and everything. And are people going to be okay with that? Well, no, public outcry says no, but we all know like what happens with Hoyo games the majority of the time. Y'all be complaining, and you see, I don't put a lot of Hoyo content up because I don't agree with a lot of stuff that they have going on back end, but that's just me. But you guys know I don't like make drama videos. I don't be out here like F Hoyo, they do this, that, and that. I just won't play the game. I won't do videos on it. Like I can make money and be a YouTuber and like hundreds of other games and titles. I don't need to do anything for Hoyo if I don't like the way that it's going. That's just how it is. The public is different though. Like you guys are invested, which I understand. You put money into stuff and you can't just like let it go because you don't get the money back. You can kind of like recharge back and stuff like that, but even nowadays that's not a 100% thing, and that affects your credit now. Especially if you're a consistent abuser of it. Banks start going after you for that. You get banned on PayPal for that now. So just be careful. Uma, this is supposed to have been global forever. They got the anime. Matter of fact, the anime actually came back yesterday. As a matter of fact, I gotta watch it. But Uma Sume, I say this every time I see it. It needs to be global. I don't know why they taking so long. I would play it. It would be on the channel because I run around with some horse girls and I'm gonna make the black girl win because they be disrespecting the black horse girls and they like it's bad. Like it ain't no way a black horse girl gonna be bringing up the rear. I refuse. As soon as the character is out and I'm summoning it, it's gonna be first. How the hell? Like, bruh. Anyway, I understand it's a Japanese IP, but y'all wildin'. Monster Strike. I don't tend to mess around with Monster Strike, but I know why it makes money. It's big in Japan, like big, like Pokemon big. I don't know how. I ain't hating because I don't actually read up on it. I just know that it's that big. in Japan because listings and stuff like that. And there's a Monster Strike game. It's literally like if you have the game, nobody over here is gonna have it. Maybe in one of the mom and pop shops. I'm probably gonna help you guys out, like in Chinatown, like in Manhattan, or something like that that sells like like overseas games and stuff like that. That game is worth $20,000 if you have the Monster Strike game. Like it's just like it's I think it's like a console or handheld type of thing. But it's still the Android game. Like it's a weird type, but it's $20,000 if you have it. And I was like, holy crap! I've seen stuff like that before, but you would never think that it would be worth that much money. So if you have it right now, or you've seen it in the store and it's like $400, buy it and sell it. Like it's hooking you up. I know I've seen it before. I just don't remember where. Like obviously traveling different places and stuff like that. I know I've seen it somewhere in Manhattan, but I just don't remember where. So I'm probably any of you guys live over there. You're near Chinatown or something like overseas store or something like that, and you find it, buy it. Like even if it's $1,000, it's worth exceedingly more. Probably even worth like close to 50 or something like that, because I think there's not that many of them out there. Wuthering Waves holding steady at 20 million. That's actually pretty good. Naruto Mobile did a little bit bad, considering it was 30 million before. I think they had it was Jiraiya. No, not Jiraiya. It was his clone. Yeah, his clone was the I forget the name, like in the Boruto series. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle 19. Yeah, that's a big drop, 52 to 19. But wasn't it the anniversary? That's probably why. FGO hanging in. FGO just always make money. Zenless hanging in there at 15 million. Out of all the Hoyo games, I like Zenless the most. It's the most fun to me. Like combat and everything else like that. It's just straight combat. You just get in there, fight, scrap it out. I like it. Not there's anything wrong with HSR. It's really not. And I'm not like really caught up on the whole global thing. I really don't care, to be honest with you. I get why people care, but I don't care. Like you guys know how I am. Like I don't make a big deal out of everything. It's not gonna hold content from me. It's not gonna make me not beat something. There's just something there, in my opinion. So, Puzzle Dragons coming in at 15 million. Arknights overachieves in my opinion. I don't think that it should be making as much as it makes, but it's a credit to them that they still do. Dragon Ball Legends is blowing off hard. I remember when this used to average like 40, 50 million. It's not barely doing anything now. They must be doing something to make people mad. Battle Cats is actually a pretty cool game. Cookie Run Kingdom hanging in there with 15 to 11. Decay hanging in there with 13 to 10 million. All of this right here, all these game companies, even though it doesn't look that great compared to the top, they're in the black, majorly in the black. As far as like, it probably costs like $1 million to run the game every month for all these things here, and they're just all in the black, killing it. Girls Frontline, obviously Kuklai, basically, making and throwing that up there. So, she's been there a week, basically. A week, and so that's probably what is pushing that. Infinity Nikki hanging in. I think Infinity Nikki deserves more. It's a pretty good game. It's basically Genshin for girls. So I think it deserves more, but that's probably the reason why it hangs in that 10 million. But again, they don't even really have an active live server in Infinity Nikki, so it's probably like somewhere between 150 to 500k to maintain that a month. So they're really making money. Beyond the World, I don't know anything about it. I know it's just a husbando game. One Piece Bounty Rush hanging in. Mad people play that game. So Ensemble Stars, hanging in there too. Summoners War Global is kind of like the old school GOAT, kind of like Epic 7 type of stuff. Speaking of Epic 7, Raz is coming. New Raz. What? Oh, why can't I read Gakuen? I thought it was Gakuten. Gakuen, Idol Master, hanging in there. That broke my brain for a second. Soul Level and Rise, hanging in there too. They're still in the black for the most part. They have Biru out, and you can actually get Biru now. He is awesome looking in Soul Level Rise, but maybe I need to do a video on that. I probably will. He is so cool as a summon. You don't get him out there all the time, but he's just awesome looking. Azure Lane, of course. Light and Night is another Husbando game. AFK Journey, just chilling at 5 million. Wizardry variants Daphne. You guys see that I have been, now that I can actually play the game, this game is lit. Okay? Like, if there's any game that deserves more money on this list, is this one is. Definitely challenging. But I just did a new player guide to actually help you guys out with that. So hopefully you like, as long as you keep things within a certain means, you can actually do very well in this game. And I showed, I kind of like showed that how you do well in the game. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of that. But it definitely deserves more money than it's getting, but it did better with the collab and everything else like that. So hopefully they'll get between 5 to 10 so the game sticks around. I want it to stick around. Hatsumiku Colorful Stage, Blue Archive, Bang a Dream Party. Yeah. The 7 Deadly Sins hanging in there too. Heaven Burns Red needs more money. Like, well, they don't need more money, but they deserve more money because I think that's an amazing game. They said combined for that, though. I wonder how much global is. How is Pokemon Masters EX still here? I thought that got clapped. Now I gotta go look because I stopped playing because that was supposed to get canceled. Now I gotta go look. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Master, that's pretty respectable. Memento Mori, I swear to God, that's a lie. Madoka doing well. That 3 million is pretty nice. Combined on Reverse 1999, another game that deserves more. Jujutsu Kaisen, another game that does not deserve more. Ever Crisis combined, making 3 million. Ever Crisis deserves more. You guys are gonna play the new Ever Crisis, like the updated version, with the anniversary. It's actually like there is so much summons in that game. Like I can't even do them all. I literally have 1,000 summons. I just stop because I get bored. Imagine that for a second. That you stop summoning because you just have too much. Like I'd be like, all right, I'll go do something. Like I'll come in and summon like 100 times and stop and still have 1,000 left. Like they did way too many summons. They was like, come play our game. We will drop summons on your head so much that you will never get out of it. It's crazy. And then when you log in, you get more summons. Like they are wilding. Fire Emblem. I guess this game rises and falls when they get a new version of it. So we'll probably see another one come through on that. AOK Arena, I'm surprised that's still around. I keep telling you guys that Honkai Impact the Third they should stop. And this should. But then again, it's legacy, so that's probably why they don't. Blue Lock and Lost Sword. Lost Sword is actually a pretty cool game. It doesn't give up. They just need to make it global at this point. I think that's what everybody's waiting for. It's in English, but it needs to be global, and it'll take off a little bit more. Punishing Gray Raven combined is only 2.3. However, they appear to be bringing in some new content that it looks like is going to be good, including there's going to be a collab coming soon, so that's going to be lit. Sword of Convallaria, this underperformed. But remember, like I originally told you guys, this game does not translate well on YouTube. It just doesn't. It's kind of boring to watch. It's a fun game and a cool game as a single player game, single player experience. But you can't narrate it like that. So I don't know what they can do. I've just said this a few times that it deserves more money because it's a cool game, but it just doesn't translate well on a YouTube platform because of how it is, which is actually kind of the problem with a lot of games. So you need to have other things. The same problem happens with Girls Frontline, but it's girls. And sexy girls that run around with bikes and bikinis. So people will pay and watch that more. Narrative wise, it's not that great to actually watch it do anything. You have to do special things to make that more interesting, so to speak. And you see Langrisser down here has the same problem, same type of game. That's why it's literally down in the same type of area. One Piece Treasure Cruise combined, and we're at the bottom of the list. No Epic 7. That is crazy. Bro, there was a few games that I wish that I could comment, like if they would just let me take over. Ever Crisis, Square, I directly asked Square that. I 100% directly asked Square that. I've asked Netmarble about a few of their games, and actually got an interview for that. I got a whole interview for that a while ago, though. Obviously, I didn't get the position, but I was considered, which I deeply appreciated that opportunity. I would so like to help some of these games because they don't deserve to be down here. Ever Crisis doesn't deserve to be down here. But they've made big choices and all that. I think Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't deserve to be down here. I could fix that 100%. I know I could fix that game 100%. And it's pretty much the game flow that's wrong in that game, why they're underachieving. There's no way that this should be all the way up here. It's literally the game flow in that game that they're drowning everybody in the pace. We can't keep up. We don't have enough currency to actually keep up. And what happens is they're trying to facilitate that a little bit because the events just keep like rapid fire. We get like a new event every 5 days. But it's the same type of events over and over again. It's not any different. Like we've done the events now. Every single event in the game that's come in, we have done 10 times already at this point. So it just becomes like a job and a drag. And just, it's interesting. Now, again, this Pokemon Masters EX, the minute I literally pulled my phone out, it was like, bitch, like I thought this got clapped. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys, this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I always like coming in and talking about this stuff and giving you guys what I feel about all this. I already know that the whole HSR thing, like they wilding, they going crazy. There's a whole big ass like civil war going on. People for it, people against it. I'm sitting there like I just want to play the game. Y'all can go fight and run your blood pressure up because they not even acknowledging the fact that people don't even like it. They don't care. They're just doing it. So you can do one or two things at that point. You can play or not play. Is up to you at that point. People trying to like have like a political platform on this particular situation, like I don't know what that's going to do besides get you banned everywhere. Like they're a big enough company and making enough, they're making like 100 billion a month. Like, you know, when you go over, like they don't have to listen. They just don't. Like that, like, can you imagine the money that they make in a year? Like sponsors and everything else. They're $1 billion company. They're if y'all upset over this global passive stuff, they're just looking at you like y'all gonna pay. Now next month, if they make 45 million again off of that, y'all wouldn't. Like I'm not doing any videos on it, but if they make 40, I'm just telling you, community, because I know people clip me. I literally see the clip things when I say certain things on my channel. It's funny. But if they make 45 million again in April with or like if it goes skyrocketing all the way up to like 70, 80, 90 or something like that, y'all could forget it. Like they gonna do whatever the hell they want to do from here on out. Like they already are doing that, but they really are going to not pay attention to y'all if that makes that much money, because all that means is that people are fake irating and being and fake complaining, and they're saying one thing on Twitter, but when the game come out, they swiping. It's up to y'all, community. I'm Hoyo guys. Like what y'all need to do is Honkai Star Rail needs to make 10 million in April. And then they will pay attention. They will pay attention hard. But if it does 40, 50, 60 million, y'all done. So I'll catch you guys next video. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.